everyone. Welcome back to another short haul flight from Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport to Cancun, Mexico. Today estimated time is going to be around 1 hour and 30 minutes. Here in Fort Lauderdale there's partly cloudy skies with thunderstorms scattered over the ocean, but it seems that we're going to have some good weather for departure. Currently I'm on the VATSIM network, but there are no ATC in the area, so I'm going to be on Unicom. But let's hope that an ATC pops up soon, and we can go from there. So let's jump right into the cockpit and have a quick departure. So let's see. Let's bring up our PAX simulator. I have the Latin VFR Fort Lauderdale scenery, and I'm currently at gate G5. So, okay, so we're in the cockpit. First, let's start up our tablet. Checked our. Okay, looks like everything is connected, and. So now let's start the batteries. Alright, batteries are now switched on. Nav lights on. Panel brightness, let's turn those on. And external power is connected, so let's turn on that. And our screens are starting to pop up. So recently Sim Update 5 has been released, and a lot of problems came with it, but as well as a lot of improvements, such as, like they said, FPS. It's now much better. Not like a major improvement. As you can see, there's still FPS stutters, but for now it's good. And let's hang on. Before I get started, let me just change something in the settings. Let's see. Traffic. Nameplates. There you go. Alright. So I just changed the name. I just changed the traffic to show nameplates. I mean, now, let's just go back. Panel brightness. No. Don't need the floodlights now. Alright. Emergency doors armed. Seatbelts, no, not seatbelt. No smoking signs are armed on auto. And seatbelt signs are on. Put oxygen on. Radar is set to nav. And test. Fire tests are all good. Let's test the lights. All lights in the cockpit are working. Let's turn on the brightness of our PFD and ND. E-cams as well. Alright, so let's load in our flight. We're on 122.8. So we're on frequency. Let's just check here in Vpilot. Yep. I'm going to load up a flight from SimBrief since I do not have Navigraph. I cannot put in the waypoints because they're out of date. But SimBrief will allow me to put the waypoints anyway. Thank goodness for that. Let's change our flight level because I noticed it was wrong. 350. So, Fort Lauderdale to Cancun. Alternate airport is set in. Call sign is good. Cost index is good. Zero fuel weight. And our planned fuel. Okay, everything's loaded in. While we wait for the aiders to come online, let me see. What do I have to do? In it. Cruise. Let's see. I'm gonna put these in later. So while we're waiting for the aiders to come online, let's tune into the Fort Lauderdale ATIS.
Fort Lauderdale Airport information, Foxtrot 2300 Zulu. Wind 126 at 12. Visibility, 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 30. Dew point, 13. Altimeter 30.06. ILS runway 28 left and ILS runway 28 right in use. Landing and departing runway 28 left and runway 28 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller.
We have Foxtrot. Okay. So we're back on Unicom. We have information Foxtrot. While we are on the ground, let us request fuel.
Ground Spirit 514, could you please send a fuel truck?
Spirit 514, a fuel truck is on the road.
Right. So the fuel truck is coming. While we're at that, let's start boarding passengers to have a quick departure. There we go. So the camera angles outside seem to be much better, and the actual, surprisingly, FPS is much better. I can see this. Usually I get this FPS in the sky before Sim Update 5. So this is pretty cool. I wonder how it's gonna act in the sky. Oh, fuel truck is already here. That's good. So let's also load in the baggage and catering. I love that sound. Alright. One more minute to go. So as we're gonna start seeing the latest information, hang on. Looks like we're gonna have to put the fuel from here, since some see, like, there's another problem here. When you want to load fuel on this, there's no more the percentage to add all the fuels here is not appearing anymore. So we're gonna hopefully shows here fuel. Yep. All right. So let's refuel. And hang on, let me just change the setting here. Because oh, there's, oh my gosh, could not even see that. Let's just change it to pounds and go back to fuel. It's still showing in kilograms. Well, that's not good. Now, I'm not sure why it's still in kilograms. But alright, let's just fill it up in kilograms. So let me just change my settings here on my other device to kilograms. One to left. And there. So in kilograms, our block fuel will be 6,384 kilograms. It's always good to add a little extra, so about 9,000. Around 9,332. Yeah, that's good. All right. There. All right. So this should be enough fuel for our flight, yeah. This should be enough. So, once we go back, our ADRS is online already. And let's go to our arrivals. And ILS. 12 left. Our arrival is going to be no cell 1B. No cell 1B. And approach via, let's see. Now let's see how that looks like in our flight plan. Oh yeah, right. Gosh darn it. Let me turn on the brightness here. Plan, there. Let me zoom out. Oh, that is definitely not the way we want it, so let's erase that. There's someone B. We need to be at Riddick. Via Riddick. Put it the wrong way. Riddick. So no so 1B. Riddick. And insert. So now it should be the correct approach. If we look on the map here, it should be from the right to the left and to landing and onto final. Yep, see? Then we turn left and onto our final for runway 12 left, 12 left. So we chose our ILS, and we need to put in our course. So let me just go ahead and look at my chart for one moment. Let's see. So for the ILS for 12 left, let me ILS. Alright, so now that the passengers have boarded, let's put on the announcement.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard Spirit Airlines. For the expediter boarding process, we need your help. Once you find your seat, slide out of the aisle and passengers behind you by. Place the small items underneath. If you're seated in the emergency exit row, please review your safety information card. Look over the selection criteria. If you do not meet the selection criteria or simply wish not to sit there, if you don't feel comfortable, let a flight attendant know and we'll reseat you. We know this is not a full flight, but we do ask that you take your ticketed seat for weight balance purposes once again.
Alright, so we put in our course. Looks like the ILS frequency is 1110.7. So our ILS is put in. Alright. So it seems that our course is 277, but on my FMC it says that it's 125. So I put the course on top of here, but it says this. All right.
Cabin crew, boarding complete. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. I would kindly ask you to take your seats as we are preparing for a prompt departure. Thank you. Cabin crew, please close doors. Thank you.
All right. So while the cabin crew closes the doors, we're gonna now turn on our APU. Alright, so APU is now available. APU bleed. External power is off. We're going to go with a departure 10 right. Since we did not get a departure from ATC, we're just gonna have to go with departure of 10 right.
Ground Delta 135 taxi to the gate.
Delta 135 taxi to gate Golf Tree using taxiway Quebec Bravo Golf November Tango 8 Tango Bravo 8.
Taxiing to gate Golf Tree using taxiway.
Alright, so now we're on the Unicom frequency. Beacon lights are on. And let's now contact That's strange. Now I'm disconnected from the network. Why? Alright. We need to start a pushback soon. Well, we're having some VATSIM network issues. So we're just gonna have to see what is the problem. Let me just disconnect. Try this again. Connect to the server. There we go. Alright. Let's just clear this up. Load it in. And file for our flight plan. There we go. So let me just, before we start, let me just check if alright, so let's look like everything is good for now. So let's begin our departure.
Ladies.
Not yet. So we're gonna start our pushback. The lights of the airport are turning on. So let me just contact traffic. Fort Lauderdale traffic, Spirit Wings 2664 is pushing and starting at Terminal 4, Gate G5, facing east. Alright, so it looks like I'm the only one here at Fort Lauderdale, but, you know, just to be sure. So now let's... Parking brake is off, and pushing back. Fuel pumps are on. And let's just add in some lights here and start turn. And hold. And push back. Alright, so we're done with pushback. And let's start the safety announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kathy. Working with me in the cabin today are Brian and Jordy. We would like your attention as we go over important safety features of this Airbus A320 aircraft. Please follow along with the safety information card located in the seat pocket in front of you. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tab into the buckle. To tighten, pull the loose end of the strap, and to release, lift up the flat portion of the buckle. Your seatbelt should be secured low and tight about your hips and worn anytime you are seated. There are 6 emergency exits, 2 forward exit doors, 2 overwing window exits, and 2 rear exit doors. Signs overhead and aisle path lighting lead to all exits. All exits are equipped with evacuation slides and play automatically. Look around and locate the exit nearest to you. Keeping in mind your nearest exit may be located behind you. If needed, oxygen masks will drop from the compartment above your seat. Hold the mask toward your face, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Secure the mask with the elastic strap. Although oxygen will be flowing, the plastic bag may not appear to inflate. A crew member will inform you when it is safe to remove your mask. Be sure to secure your own mask before assisting others. For passengers seated in our economy seats, a life vest is located under your seat. For passengers seated in big front seats, life vests are located between your seats. All life vests can be used for adults or children. Infant life vests will be provided by your crew if necessary. To use it, tear open the plastic pouch, remove the vest, and slip it over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, fasten the buckle, and pull the tab on the loose end of the strap to tighten. Upon exiting the aircraft, pull down on the red tab to inflate the vest. It is important that you do not inflate the vest while inside the aircraft. To manually inflate or top off a vest, blow into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated rescue light is attached to each vest. There are 2 life rafts at the forward doors and 2 at the rear doors on either side of the airplane. Evacuation slides at the overwing exits are not life rafts and will not provide flotation. Your safety information card shows raft locations and the proper use of all water equipment. Federal law requires passenger compliance with lighted passenger information signs, posted placards, and crew member instructions. Spirit Airlines does not allow smoking on board, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying any laboratory smoke detector. Please check to see that your seatbelt is fastened, your window shade is up, your seat back is in its full upright position, your tray table is secured, and all carry-on items are stowed. We will be dimming our lights for takeoff. For your convenience, you will find a reading light, an air vent, and a flight attendant call button above your seat. Our estimated flight time today is 2 hours and 8 minutes. Thank you for your attention and welcome aboard.
Alright, So engines are now on, flaps down. The squawk is on. Alright, taxi lights are on. And APU is off. Just gotta wait it out. And let's see our flight control tests. Up, neutral, down, neutral, left, neutral, right, neutral. And rudder. Looks good. Flaps are down. Alright. Alright. We're ready to go. So let me just call out. Fort Lauderdale traffic, Spirit Ring 2664 is taxiing to runway 10 right. Alright, so I just told VATSIM that I'm taxiing to runway 10 right. And that would be taxiing just up ahead. Alright, so let's just set auto brakes. Cabin. On. Okay. Spoilers armed, and we'll test once we're at the runway. See, this is another problem with Sim Update 5. The lights flicker on and off for no reason, which is not right. And I hope they fix that soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to COVID-19, we would like to remind passengers that you have to wear a face mask at all times during this flight. If you require a new face mask, please ask one of our crew members for one. Thank you.
I'm going to turn off my mic, and I'll talk when it's time for me to talk. Alright, so enjoy the taxi. Alright, so as we approach the runway, let's tell our cabin crew to be seated.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
And let's just stop for this aircraft here. Really am impressed with the FPS improvement. I am not impressed with what happened to all the lights on the aircraft. Really? Darn it. So it turns out that guy was taxiing on this taxiway for no reason. Well, that was strange. So for this takeoff, we're gonna have to use the full length of the runway. And there. So let me...
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Alright. Fort Lauderdale traffic, Spirit Wings 2664 is taking off runway 10 right. Strobe lights are on. Runway lights are on. Takeoff lights are on. Man, I really do not like this pixelation at all. They really need to fix that. But that won't stop me on flying in my simulator. Alright. So, we're lined up. And runway 10 right is a really short runway, and it's on a hill, so we're gonna have to do this quick and fast. So we're gonna have to actually rev up our engines, and then while holding the brake, actually we have to, so we have to turn up the engines and hold on the brakes until we reach full power, and then let release. Landing lights are on. Alright, so we're ready to go. Here we go. Here we go. Comes the hill. And rotate. We're off. Gear up. Flaps up. Let's start our turn. Alright, so right now we're climbing to our cruise altitude. We just had another controller on. We just had another, not controller, pilot on Unicom frequency, just telling us Miami Center what his intentions are. So Miami traffic, Spirit range 2664, is climbing through 7,000 for 10,000. See, we're passing over Miami, so that's why I told Miami traffic what my intentions are. So, lights can come off. And I'm trying to test my audio to see if it's good. I have no idea how it is right now. I did tamper with the audio settings, so I hope that this time you can hear my voice while the engines are on. Hopefully you can hear my voice. So there's Miami. Wow, I'm really impressed. This is no kidding, like the FPS has really increased really big. I love this. Look how smooth this is, and I'm still close to the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain has turned off the seatbelt sign.
No, I have not. I did not turn off the seatbelt sign. Let's auto announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain has switched on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt. Thank you.
There we go. And let's climb up to 250, then to 35. So as we climb the cruise, I'm looking up. I just realized how our ILS frequency was put out. It might have been confused with another frequency in the area. So when we get close to Cancun, I'm gonna set it up once more, and hopefully it's going to show the right information. So since there's no ATC on frequency, I'm going to turn off my mic and continue our climb.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned on the Wi-Fi for you to access. Please check the seat pocket for Wi-Fi information. If you need any assistance, ask for one of our crew members. Thank you.
Alright, so now we're going to go to 350, which is our final cruise. We're gonna go up. Rate of climb is 16. We're about to turn. wow. I just realized how the scenery, the orange glow of the sun on the horizon is really beautiful. Alright, let's turn off the engine ice. In a few short moments, we're going to reach our cruising altitude. From here on, I'm going to stay silent until we start our descent. So I'll see you when it's time. Enjoy the flight. Alright, so now we are approaching Neustadt. I changed the frequency to MMUN approach 124.700. Alright, so now we have to go to 127,700 to the status.
Cancun International Airport Data Information Alpha 2341 Zulu 1090 at 10. Visibility 7. Few clouds at 1,500. Temperature 30. 2.24. Altimeter 3004. Runway 12 left and 12 right in use. Arrivals expect ILS runway 12 left and 12 right approach. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
Cancun approach, Spirit Wings 2664 is currently inbound on Neustadt waypoint. I'm requesting start of descent to 220.
Wings 2664 Cancun approach, very good evening, your radar contact. Descend via the Neustadt 1 Bravo arrival to 3,000 feet, expect the ILS 4 runway 12 left approach Cancun, altimeter 3004, information off and current.
Descend via the Neustadt 1B arrival, descend maintain 3,000. Altimeter 3004. You have information Alpha.
Wings 2664 and you can expect the ILS 4 runway 12 left approach.
Runway 12 left approach. Okay, so we just contacted ATC. They gave us our clear for descent, so we're starting to descend to the Cancun right now. Let's put on some spoilers to increase our rate of descent. Alright, so we need to contact the center now. 128.300. Meridia Center Spirit Wings 2664 is with you. Currently descending to 3000. We're on the NOSA 1B arrival.
Spirit 12664, reset transponder, squawk 3245, 3245.
Reset transponder, squawk 3245.
Spirit 12664, radar contact 70 miles northeast of Cancun. Continue to descend via the NOSAT 1 Bravo arrival. Cancun altimeter 3004.
Okay. Descending via the NOSA 1 Bravo arrival and contact Cancun approach 128.300.
No. Remain on this frequency for now.
Copy, sorry. Remain on the frequency. Well, I made my first mistake there. I was not supposed to get off frequency. Thank goodness I did not, but I'm still on the frequency. Alright. This is stressful. This is actually my first arrival on VATSIM, so still might be. I'm very new to it, so when he hands me off, I'll tell him. All right, let me see my chart. So you have to be at a speed of 250 knots.
Red Wings 2664, contact Cancun approach on 124.7.
Contact Cancun approach 124.7. Have a good night. Cancun approach, Spirit Wings 2664. We just switched back frequencies from Merida Center, and we're still descending on the NOSA 1 Bravo arrival for 3,000 feet.
Spirit Wings 2664, roger. No problem, he let us know. Turn right direct, reduct, that's the initial approach. Fix on the arrival. Romeo India Delta Uniform Golf, descend and maintain 3,000.
Well, what was the direct to?
That's reduct. Romeo India Delta Uniform Golf.
Direct to Reduc. Spirit Wings 2664.
ODLS4.
So when we reach the Reduc waypoint, we have to be at 3,000 feet. So we're still descending. It's probably have to descend at a faster rate. Alright, I just had to get something, but I'm back. So, might have to descend a little bit faster here. Increase our descent rate. Turn down our brightness. And we have a speed limit of 200. All right. So once we get below 6,000, we're gonna set our flaps. Turn on our wing lights. See, look, that's what I do not like when the lights shine on something. They have these pixelations.
Ladies and gentlemen, in final preparation for our arrival, please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened, window shades are open, tray tables are securely stowed. All carry-on baggage, including purses and backpacks, need to be completely stowed underneath the seat in front of you. Nothing should be on your lap before arrival. This is for your safety and the safety of the other guests traveling with us. Laptop computers and similar sized electronic devices need to be powered up and stowed at this time. Cell phones may remain on as long as they continue to be in airplane mode. Passengers are going to walk through the cabin at this time to collect all service items. Take a moment to look around your immediate seating area and the seat back pockets for any items. And to the flight attendants as they walk by. It has been our pleasure to have you with us today on our flight. We should be on the ground very shortly.
Spirit Wings 2664, turn left heading 230, descend and maintain 2000 feet, vectors for the localizer.
Turn left heading 230, descend and maintain 2000, was it?
Spirit Wings 2664, affirmative, descend and maintain 2000 feet and expect vectors for the localizer, runway 12 left.
Okay, descend, maintain 2000, capture localizer at reach, reduct, and turning 230. I really hope I got that right. I am...
Spirit Wings 2664, turn left heading 230 and you can expect vectors to intercept the final approach course runway 12 left.
Okay, sorry about that. Turning left heading 230, descending 2000 and expecting ILS for 12 left. Alright, so right up ahead is Cancun. And the airport should be right here. And the flaps are going down. Funny thing is he wanted us to go 230, which we are, but then we're gonna have to turn and capture the localizer from there. That is something I do not want. I don't think we should have kept on the reduct, but we were really expecting him to let us know when to turn, because he said that he was gonna vector us. Let's just check one more time if our ILS is correct. Course 125. Yep. Okay. So it's already telling us where our ILS is. And let's slow down. Flaps 2. Uh-oh.
Spirit Wings 2664, altitude alert, I see you at 1,600 feet. The instruction was to maintain 2,000 feet.
Cancun approach, sorry about that. My simulator just froze and it made my whole plane descend to past the 2,000 feet. Climbing back up.
Spirit Wings 2664, okay, no problem. Just confirm you are able to continue at the 230 heading and to continue with the vectors for the approach.
Yes, I am able to continue I'm still heading 230 and still expecting vectoring for 12 right, 12 left approach, ILS approach. Spirit Wings 2664.
2664, roger.
So my simulator just froze, and it made my whole entire plane descend past the altitude he requested. Gotta be careful with that. There's our runway right there, so let's put it flaps 3. Get the nose a little bit straighter. Oh my gosh. I'm really enjoying this learning experience. So like he said, once again, he's going to vector me once I get close enough. I hope he contacts me soon to start the turn, because it's kind of a really steep angle to turn. Because if we turn to the left right here, then it's gonna be like this, and then we're gonna reach the localizer for the runway. Way to or unless he's gonna just vector us like this, we go past and then go to the UN505 waypoint.
Spirit Wings 2664, turn left heading 170, join the localizer and you're clear for the ILS runway 12 left approach.
Clear for the ILS approach, and what was the heading you want us to turn to again?
Left heading 170 to join the localizer.
Turning left heading 170 to join the localizer. I'm making big mistakes. I keep forgetting to set my call sign after I set my transmission. That's a really bad thing to do. Yet again, it's my second flight, and is also actually my first approach since my last flight did not have an ATC. So there's the runway. So let's pull it. So we are ready to join the localizer, or the localizer has been set here. And from the ILS chart, let's see if we're doing this correctly. So by Uni 28, Uni 529, we have to be at 3,000 feet, but we are already past Uni 529, so we have to start our ILS descent. Alright, so flaps full.
Cabin crew prepare for landing.
And lower our speed. 240. Alright, so the localizer. You're down? Auto brake slow. Flaps are full. the glide slope is coming in soon. There, capture the glide slope and we're now descending. So I hope he gives us...
Spirit Wings 2664, you're on a 5-mile final. Your radar services are terminated. Roll 12 left, wind 09 or 0 degrees 6 knots. You are clear to land. Remain this frequency.
Clear to land, runway 12 left. Remaining on the frequency, Spirit Wings 2664. Alright! First landing clearance on VATSIM. That's great. Very proud. Alright, so now it's time to land.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet over at 652.
Okay.
Tower on 118.1 Boulder at 652.
I would turn on the wing lights, but then it's gonna show pixelation like this. It's better, yeah, it's better to turn it off. Don't want to see pixelation all the time. Alright. So we can see the terrain from here.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Perfect.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how about that landing? We're about like 14 minutes early. So the next flight Spirit Airlines is 14 minutes delayed or late or whatever you want to call it. We'll just call it even. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete and final stop at the gate. At that time, the captain will turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. You may feel free to collect any belongings you brought on board. Use caution when opening the overhead bins as contents may have shifted. And you all know, shift happens. Smoking is prohibited until you reach
Spirit Wings 2664, welcome to Cancun, sir. Where are you parking this evening?
Claim area. If you're connected to another Spirit Airlines flight, all
Would we
checked
like
baggage
to-
will be transferred automatically. We do ask that you please remain seated as we're taxiing. Once again, we are in an active taxiway. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely. You may not use your portable electronic devices, keeping in mind the device set to airplane mode or the cellular service is turned off. And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you needing special wheelchair assistance...
Spirit Wings 2664, you came in really broke there. I think I understood you're going to Terminal 3, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Spirit Wings 2664, Roger, via Alpha 2 Delta Delta 1 to the Ram and enjoy the rest of your night.
Via Alpha Delta 1. Thank you.
Cancun approach Boulder at 652 has missed approach at Cancun. Boulder at 652, you are 2 miles east. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS 1 runway 12 left approach flight Charlie Uniform
So, welcome to Cancun. And right when he told me where I would like to park, my internet fluctuated, so he did not hear me at the first time, but thankfully, the second time he did. So there's our terminal.
And Cancun approach, radar check. 5x5, how many? I got you 5. And Cancun approach, good evening. Avianca 517 with the current information requesting RFO clearance to Toncontin. Avianca 517, very good evening to you, sir. Cancun approach, clearance on request number 1.
I am currently using a freeware add-on for Cancun to change the default.
Avianca 517, you ready to copy? Ready to copy, Avianca 517. Avianca 517, you are clear to the Mike Hotel Tango Golf Airport via the Cozumel 1 Alpha departure out of runway 12 right to Cozumel and then as filed. Call maintain flight level 280, expect final flight level 310, squawk 3256. We are clear to Toncontin via the Coma 1 Alpha departure, runway 12 right, then as filed. Climb 280, expect 310 10 minutes after, and squawk code is 3252 for Avianca 517. Avianca 517, just confirm that squawk is going to be 3256, 3256. About that, 3256 in the box for Avianca 517. And no worries, Avianca 517, your readback is correct. Call me when ready for push and start. Information Bravo is current. Bravo is current, we'll call for push, Avianca 517.
Alright. Parking brake is set, and we have arrived. Actually, you know what, since we're already at the gate, calling in for external power. External power is on, and there we go. Beacon lights are off. Jetway is coming in.
Lady.
All right. Time to deboard our passengers. So, welcome to Cancun, Mexico, where the local time here in Cancun is 7:40 p.m.
Cancun approach, Comiasa 829, mic check.
And
Cancun approach, buenas noches, Aeronautics 1036. We are looking to pick up IFR clearance to Monterrey International.
Aeronautics 1036, clearance on request number 1, standby.
Muchas gracias.
as we hang on, let me just do a proper outro. Let me just switch frequency. All right. Alright, so thank you for joining me on this second flight on VATSIM. I was not expecting an actual ATC approach and landing, but I managed to do it with a couple of mistakes, and hopefully next time I can do better. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. And there will be more adventures to come. Have a good day.